Divine Spirit and gracious Creator, we are all here to open ourselves up unconditionally to your divine assistance and continued direction. As well as receiving your healing and guidance, we are fully open and ready to receive and notice signs and blessings. We are truly grateful and thank you. Amen. Please settle your minds and focus on your crown chakra. And when you are ready, open it for Spirit to supply you with its source energy. As it enters your crown chakra, allow it to rebalance all of your chakras, starting with the crown chakra, moving on to the brow chakra, down to the throat chakra, then on to the heart chakra, working its way down to the solar plexus chakra, further down to the sacral chakra, and down to the root chakra. Allow the spirit energy source to visit all the minor chakras to maximize our potential in this circle. Let the energy settle in your body, and when you're ready, move your focus back to your heart chakra and start linking with all other members of this circle unconditionally. Set your intentions on the task we agreed, please, to maximize our ability to make the links to spirit that we need to achieve. We have come together on the earth plane with the purpose of receiving answers to our questions from our spirit guides and advisors that are happy to link with us. I would like to start by introducing members of our circle. My name is Ashley, and with me today is Neil, Chris, Nikki, Kevin, Catherine, Charlotte, Fran, Judith, Claire, Heidi, Marion, Pam, and Sharon. I would like to welcome all members of the Spirit Circle and thank you for believing us. As we try to lift our energy levels sufficiently to enable you to bridge and make contact through our mediums, we are focusing and offering you the opportunity to link through us. We also have some mediums within our group who are tasked to record any philosophical statements. If there is any guidance or direction of a general nature, we need to appreciate it will be relayed to our circle members after our connection has ended. Please link directly through your choice of medium. Where you feel it worthwhile, please do not hesitate linking through another medium to answer the same question to support or add to the additional respondents' answers to any one of our questions. Where possible, we would respectfully appreciate confirmation that we have achieved a successful link through either a sense of doing so or even more grateful to hear the spoken word itself. As we try to lift our energy levels in our own circle and with the help of our own guides and others in spirit, we look forward to making the connection to the spirit circle. When we have achieved that, could you confirm when you are ready for us to put questions to you, please? group are, if you could envision a campfire, all members of the group are around the fire in a circle. Please open up your heart chakra and allow yourself to connect with each and everybody in the group to raise the vibration.
I am here.
Hello. Nice to meet you. My name is Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
What can we call you this evening?
My name is Richard.
Richard. Richard, can I ask you what motivated you to make contact with us here and now?
It's the bright light from the circle. It's pulled me to sit within and bring healing that is very much needed.
Thank you.
A lot of love is being shared from the circle. It's calling for the angels. We hear you.
Are you here for the sole purpose of sending healing, or are you open to answering some questions?
I'm here for the healing and for many questions and answers that you are seeking.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the first question I have is, why do us humans feel pain? Why do we get unwell, etc.?
Pain
Yeah, why do
is an
humans?
experience that humans go through, and it's to learn. Experiences of pain come in many ways: physical, mental. Some is seen through people's eyes, and that they cannot do nothing about. Some things are through feelings within that grow. It's part of the human experience, and every human will go through.
How do you lessen the pain?
You will naturally cope with pain through time and experiences. If you have pain confronted with you, it can bear down on the mind, but over time that can become a memory But
Well,
there's so many types of pain.
what if you don't have a lot of time?
Time is not promised. Every soul is given the chance to experience time through the journey of life. Some lives are cut short. Some lives live for a long time. But it's part of the journey that we all endeavour.
Do our souls feel pain when we leave our body?
No.
Why are some terminal illnesses or passings of humans so sudden and unexpected?
The passing of humans is like a story of life and can change at a moment of what you would call a hat.
Who makes and decides those changes?
The soul chooses its journey. And maps out a life that it chooses through the different variations of life.
Is there ever a way you can backtrack on your decision?
No. You will live the life that is chosen within a vessel. If the soul doesn't fulfill its purpose, it can travel to another vessel and another time and another life.
If a soul fulfills their purpose here on the earth plane, would that be one of the reasons why that they would go so suddenly?
If a soul has fulfilled its purpose and has learnt when it's time to pass, it will pass.
Okay. Which brings me on to, are some souls taken quickly like this for a greater cause beyond the earth plane? As in their soul has a higher calling or duty to perform in another realm, and that other spirits are needing or requiring that soul's help and leadership?
When a soul
So, like
within someone touches so many different souls, you learn to love and give hope and learn very many lessons on how to heal and feel. When you move on, you take that with the soul, and every soul has a purpose and a meaning and moves forward onto its next journey and will continue to help and heal, even though here we don't feel the lessons learned through the journey we've encountered. Help us to help many other people on a living realm.
So, is that right by saying yes, sometimes, because a soul has helped so many souls here on the earth plane, that when they return to spirit, there may be a greater duty for them to continue on with helping and supporting other spirits?
That is correct. Some souls can become angels.
Yeah.
And you see that within the reflection of some people's lives, if they touch so many.
I don't think it would be Archangel Michael. I think it'd be Archangel Neil coming in at a later stage.
All the angels are around you all the time. It's part of who you are.
If we personally ask spirit to be allowed to return to spirit, would that request be ever granted?
Once the cycle is complete,
What do you mean by cycle?
well, you are spirit. You are one. Every spirit is encouraged to learn in many ways. We know all, we see all, we feel all. But through experiences that we choose to do, we can channel through different ways. And spread the love that's needed through the light within all of us.
So is that no? Like if we personally ask to return to spirit, that's no, not until you've kind of completed the cycle that you was here to do.
You will go through many cycles. Through the journey, and the journey will continue on.
Okay, so I'm still not too sure about the direct answer on that, but we can move on. So the next question I have is, why is passing over a long drawn out experience for some souls and a mental torture?
The mental torture would come within the mind. For some, what would seem a long time, when they cross, will become a flash.
How do they stop the mental torment?
It's difficult because of the human nature within. if you feel the hope within and trust, and know that you move forward onto better things. You're traveling and doing the journey that is chosen and experienced for when you do healing for people. Sometimes that experience is required. Even though it can be seen quite harsh. You will understand it's also a beautiful thing.
If not before, will Neil understand why he's been subjected to such mental torment before his passing?
Neil has been through many challenges in life. He has beaten many obstacles and emotions thrown at him through the life he's lived. And that will give his soul more strength and understanding, and will show him the path from realm to realm.
Will he understand that before his passing or after?
Subconsciously, he understands. And has followed his footsteps. Time is short on earth for mankind. And he will understand and appreciate everything on his journey. And when the time comes, he will be here, sharing the love to all who have met him on his path of journey of life. He has the soul of a warrior. But on earth he has a mind of a kid. And
You
loved
say that
by
again.
so many people.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
don't think I need any introduction, do I now?
Do you know what? Ethos. Is it ethos?
It certainly is, Ashley,
Okay.
yes.
I was thinking, no.
How are you tonight, Ashley?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. It's nice to hear from you.
Well, I could not stop. I had to comment, didn't I, really?
Yeah, no, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So we're just asking some questions really around Neil. I'm sure you are very much aware of the situation with Neil. Probably know a lot more than us, you know.
Neil is such a warrior.
He is.
He has a heart of gold. He really has. And he'll always be around, you know, sharing his love, sharing his knowledge. Because a lot of people don't realize the knowledge that Neil really has.
Yeah.
Me and him have always had some really good talks. Little do people know this.
Ethos. Do you know like why Neil is being taken from us so soon?
It's the hard one. I know people don't want him to go, but it's his way of his time.
Will there be a large welcome for Neil when he goes to Spirit, as he's, you know, we know he's very much admired here and in Spirit?
Absolutely, he will be greeted. He will be, I will say there'll be banners going up. No, I'm just, you know, I do believe his wife will be there greeting him,
Yeah.
bringing him over. And I'm sure he will tell you.
Will Neil have a specific job when he returns to Spirit?
There will be a job waiting, but first he has to settle down.
Yeah, of course.
Because sometimes it's difficult when you're making that transition over.
Yeah. Would he be a guide to any of one of us here, or would he be greater than that?
That at the moment we do not know until he comes over.
Okay.
I'm sure he will be a guide because the knowledge that Neil has is very useful for us. So that would be great, but
Yeah.
not sure, as he'll have to have time to heal first.
Would Neil be able to visit his own planet?
In time, it's all about time.
But time doesn't exist in Spirit.
No, that is true. That is true. But on Earth there is. So I have to do it in an earthly way.
Yeah, yeah. Ethos, is there any advice that you could provide our group with how, as we as a collective, could best support Neil during this difficult time, you know, especially with him being at a physical distance from us?
I see you're doing it anyway, individually and as a group. You're all sending him healing. I see that. You're all sending him encouragement words. And carry on doing everything you're doing. The encouragement words, the love that you send into him. That is important, to know that he is even loved, even though, as you say, we're on screens.
Yeah.
But actually, we're all around. He will feel that love from all of you, even tonight.
Good. Ethos, while you're here, I mean, and Richard as well, is there anything that Neil needs to know, or you think that a message would like to be passed on to Neil whilst we were in this safe space?
The thing that all of you will feel is very deep emotions. Neil himself is willing himself to take the next stage. When the time is right, his journey will commence to an end on the earth. At that point, I can tell you all now, you will smell the scent of roses, and that will be his way at the right time of saying goodbye. And he will live the next part of his journey.
Good, that's what we want to know, that he will love his next part of his journey. You know, his
He will
happiness is important to all of us.
His mind and body will be at rest, but his soul will be singing its true love. And the vibration and colour that he will project out will be felt by many.
We know it's going to be a big, big hole. But what you got to understand is you have to celebrate his life, not his missing. He had a massive life. He learned, he traveled, and we have to remember that. We have Neil wholeheartedly. And yes, we know that you're going to miss him, but in your hearts, he'll still be there. In your minds, he'll still be there. No doubt, his little sayings.
And he's silly dancing now, and you're dressing up.
Absolutely. Just remember everything
Your elf
that you've had.
outfits.
Absolutely, actually, you've got it. You have to remember those times where we all want to sing his praises, but yet tears be rolling down our faces at the same time. But I know Neil wouldn't want that. He'd want you to sing, he wants you to dance,
Yeah.
and smile as he would too.
I would say every time you have an ice cream, you will always remember Neil. He
Must
has
be
touched-
vanilla.
Yeah, he's going to
Must
say
be
that.
vanilla. He has touched many lives on his journey. Some people love him, some people hate him. But that's the yin and yang. But
Marmite.
he will touch so many lives and souls when he gets back to work on his transition.
There you go, Neil. Your work don't stop. It's not going to stop for you, mate.
He'd be too useful over here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
When you go from here, Neil, we're all going to be like absolutely crying our eyes out, and everyone in spirit is going to be having a massive welcoming party for you. You know, they want you, and we don't want to lose you.
That is life.
Yeah, yeah.
He has
Losing the ones
peace.
we love is hard.
He
Yeah.
has the peace of everyone's heart.
Yeah.
And that is pure love from everyone who he has given time for.
Do you have any words of reassurance for Neil in this transitional period?
Just enjoy the simple things of life that you have. The daylight, the birds, the time with family, and embrace the sunset and the sunrise. And enjoy the memories of the good. And hold dear the love that you feel from your wife, your mother, your brother, your father. Until you rejoice and join their souls. And just keep being you. Is the advice that I could give.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to our circle.
Thank you for letting me join.
My name is Ashley. What can we call you this evening? What name would you like to go by?
My name is C.
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 C. Can I ask what motivated you to make contact with us here and now?
I was waiting for the group to restart, to take my turn.
Okay.
And what a wonderful evening it is so far. There are a lot of us here and a lot of you there. I'm hoping Neil has given you lots of questions for us to answer.
Oh, Neil has given us a couple of questions which have been answered, but I still got many questions. So don't worry about that, see?
Ashley, I must go now.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Ethos.
You're welcome. I have to sort out a little problem on the other side. And my work is never done.
Right, you take care.
Take care now. Bye-bye. God bless
Bye.
to everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. So see, before we move on to the questions, what we was just on like whether or not there's anything Neil needs to know or any messages for Neil. If you have any, if not, I can go over to the questions.
Neil needs to know that it will be time to rest soon. His mind is not doing this at the moment, and this is good. Keep thinking of those questions to be put down onto paper. Because this will be a legacy that he will leave. One that will continue and be loved. He has started something very unique, especially within this group, but also bringing the family within and around him, and you, his online family, as well as us in spirit.
Kind of like a kin keeper, isn't it? Somebody who connects everybody together.
It is. And his lessons that he will teach you will be there forevermore. There will be never a day where he will not be around you. And he knows this. That he's also thinking right now of all the traveling and places he wants to go. But when he gets back, he will realize the places he's already been. All the questions he has wrote down in that piece of paper and sent them round to you all. The questions over the last year to 2 years that the group has been running. He'll be like, I've wrote them down and I knew them all along.
And yeah, get his memory back.
His questions have mainly always come from his heart. He thinks it was his head. I would sense he is not in now. But his healings were definitely in his hands. And they are now. All he has to do is put them together. This will bring him the peace he needs for anything.
Are those in spirit continuously sending Neil healing as well? Because what a lot of us worry, and I'm sure Neil does as well, that we don't want Neil to suffer pain. I know pain is inevitable, but as much as we can help to reduce any pain, we will do, and we'd hope those in spirit do as well.
I can say that Dobby's den is definitely full at the moment, with a queue outside waiting to take their turn.
Good.
And what they love, and what Neil knows because he can feel it, is all the thoughts and love that you all send him, as well as what we send as well. His family is also being looked after. We have seen to that.
Thank you. Okay, coming off topic, see. Do you have any tips or advice on managing anxiety and fear?
They are both the same. The anxiety comes from the fear. It comes in many forms. It mainly starts as a young child, born into the world with no fear. Depending on your upbringing, your parents, your lifestyle, all fears are different. When you are young, you climb a tree. You do not have the consequences. You fall out. Next time, you're a little bit more careful. You do something else. The fear comes when you fall, or the thought of you're going to fail. Try not to think of failing. Just try to go with the experience.
That's a really difficult one. Try not to think of failing, but to go with the experience. It's easier said than done, isn't it?
It is,
Well, I guess there was no quick
but it's
fix.
like an expectation.
Mm.
When you go to do something that you are frightened of, it is because you're expecting something at the end, or you're expecting it to be difficult. Some things are difficult. It is trying to stay strong whilst you're going through it.
Okay. What would you say is the most effective way of calming down our nervous system?
Breathe in. Stop. Take breath. Listen and look at your surroundings at that time. Slow that moment down into in your brain. Think just to take one step forward at a time. Don't think how you're going to get to the end straight away. Baby steps, walk before you run in any situation.
And why is the search for happiness so challenging and hard at times?
Because unfortunately, when we pick a human life, to understand the happiness, there has to be all the other emotions in the mix with it as well.
Then why do some people get more happiness than sadness and other people get more sadness than happiness? Or is that because they chose that life as well?
It can be because they chose that life, but sometimes we do not see, or as a human, you do not see their unhappiness in the time that with your social media, people only tend to show their happy stuff.
That's true.
But you do not know what's going on behind, and some of their happy things that you see and you're wishing you was there or doing what they're doing might not even be true. They're maybe just showing you something just because it makes them feel happier.
Yeah.
It's like a facade. We all show it to one another. How are you doing, Ash? I'm fine. Had a great day. Inside, you probably had a terrible day and you just want to go to bed. But your friend has asked you that question. You have just kept the unhappy part from them.
Sometimes you look for happiness and forget what happiness truly is.
If humans are built for connection, then why do some humans have life lessons on Earth to master of being alone?
You're never alone unless you choose to be alone. You can isolate yourself. Some people like the isolation, but yet you will have friends that you will still talk to. You would call a lifeline, but you don't think this lifeline as somebody that you're reaching to, so your mind always feels that you are alone, when truly you're not.
Some people who do evil things, do they have evil spirit guides?
No,
No.
they do not.
If not, then why do some spirit guides allow the human to do such cruel things over and over again?
If a human is brought up in a certain lifestyle, it will not know right from wrong. It may feel that it's wrong, but that feeling is not explained to them and they don't understand. So they continue a pattern that they feel is right for them. And in many eyes, it isn't. Everybody bears a different lifestyle. Not everybody is born into happiness, money, family. Some have nothing and know no difference. So yes, mistakes can be made. As they grow old, sometimes they have remorse for actions that they have done. But without knowing what is right or wrong, they will continue the path that they are on.
In life, you know, some people say that we have like many spiritual awakenings. Do people in general have a specific number of spiritual awakenings that they go through on the earth plane, or is that very individual?
If you lose someone, it's new emotions within that will awaken things within yourself that you don't understand. As you grow and time moves forward for you, you find that you lose more people, but you will understand to accept sometimes the mind can break and it will automatically try to reassemble. Some bits of the mind are missing, but through this you are always awakening new emotions and things that you don't understand. You will never understand the full potential of every mind.
So would you say it's very individual? Some people may have more spiritual awakenings than others.
That is correct.
And would you say that spiritual awakenings are only associated with loss or other things in life?
It's through love, loss, different things.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's through shock. It's
yeah.
tapped into your emotions. And this can happen through subconsciousness as well. And you will find sometimes you'll have a dream, a reoccur in a dream. But in truth, that is an opening for the mind to understand and grow.
How do you stop shock sometimes? Like when I say that, I mean like physical in terms of like hypervigilance, like getting jumpy, you know, when you shouldn't necessarily, would be something minor that shouldn't make you jump, you know.
Just time. Time on earth. Some things will scare you, but when you accept it, you will find that the fear from that shock is softer and softer as you grow. So time and age helps. It's like a healing process. That's a natural thing that is within all humans and animals and Mother Nature.
What is the quickest way to manifest big moves or changes with physical things here on the earth plane?
Absorb, accept, learn. Slow down, breathe.
Do us as humans ever sometimes get sent to the wrong location on the earth plane? For example, I'm living in London, England, but then like it might not necessarily feel like home to me. I might like to live in another country. Like, do we get dropped off in the wrong place sometimes?
We're not dropped off in the wrong place. Through the human vessel that you're within,
Mm.
you have a choice. And you can choose to be who you want to be.
But there is limits and restrictions to things here on the earth plane, such as finances and things like that. But
This is life.
Yeah.
Some people fly, some people sink. But unfortunately, that is life.
how can we help to fly?
Trust yourself. Nothing is impossible.
Yeah,
If you feel it's impossible,
then it will be.
then it's you.
Yeah,
Just believe in yourself. A little trust in friends that you trust. Instead, with caution, be vigilant. But just by breathing every day, just let that breath give you strength and encourage yourself and give yourself the mindset. If things don't go right, set a goal. You can set many goals in life. You don't have to achieve everything. But by having something to aim for is what every human is looking for. If you have no goal or nothing to look forward to, you sadly become on a level of life
of existence.
don't
without
enjoy.
Yeah.
Precisely. The world is your oyster. It's your life. It's your love. Spread it, share it, and be you. Nobody else can be you but you. Everyone is unique. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a meaning. You don't have to always look for the answers, but just share the love. Even in sad times, you can look back and reflect, and that will always give you a little glimmer of hope. Follow dreams. Don't hold back. You are there for a purpose, and it doesn't matter how long for. And if you reach out and understand that everything you have done has reflected and helped so many people, you will get a better understanding of the life that you've lived. Some people feel that they don't need to be here. But they do. Because people need to see, feel, and hear from the person. And even when people pass, they still see, feel, and hear them. And that is how much every one of you touch each other. And within that, that is a message for Nil too. We all have to be strong. We all have to be brave. Even sometimes you feel like giving up. You will take them steps forward. For the time that's given to you is precious. With all the love around.
Thank you for that. Do you have any questions for us at all? Or any individual collective messages from Spirit that you would like to share within our circle?
I am happy I've joined this circle. All of you are united, as if you are one big family. We are all one. We are all love. Even with emotions that are high and low at this time. The circle has brought us all together for that purpose. And that is done through love. And that's what brought me here tonight. To help through the times that you all have. I will go, but I will say thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the healing sent, and for answering and for providing some advice and guidance to our group.
That is a pleasure. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The advice as well is you've all come together on the earth to join this group. You also know that you have all purposely come together before joining this earth. To always hold each other in each other's thoughts and send a little healing to each other. Just a thought. Talk to each other. Some of you wish to reach out to others, but are not sure with the response that you might get. Not in a bad way. Do not be frightened. A truthful answer will always come. You will look sometimes at each other, thinking, I wish I could ask that question. but then you back away. Go with that instinct and reach out to that person. You've all come down here to help each other. Some of you, it will be just a short meeting. Others will be held in thoughts for many years. It is like when you leave your class at school or your last school, you become the class of that year. You are all currently in class. You have not finished.
We're just waiting for playtime.
Yes. But as you've said that, that is advice for everybody as well. Playtime. You must learn to play. Play together. Play with your families. Play by yourself. Life is tough. We go through many tough times. Try to link in with the happy times and make more of them. Try to balance the happier times with the tough times. And I know you're already thinking, but sometimes tough times keep coming and they come after a happy time. That is to teach you to remember that happy time, to overcome that tough time. Then more happy times will come. This is the same if you're manifesting. You don't need to manifest all the time. Just set a goal that you would like and try to achieve it. And things will come.
Thank you.
Another hint as well. You've all done this. Sometimes this is just a small example. You may sit there being cold, shivering. But sometimes you will look up to the stars. If you are outside or even in your house, you will look somewhere and you will take yourself in your thoughts. While you're still in those thoughts, try to see what your senses bring you. You will see that you will no longer be feeling cold because you have taken yourself elsewhere. You have taken yourself outside your body just for those few moments. Practice this. You've all done it. If you can take yourself there, you can take yourself anywhere.
Just need to learn how to take yourself physically somewhere. That would be magic, wouldn't it?
Not down the shops.
No,
For a pack of
on a
cigarettes.
beach. No, on a beach, soaking up proper sun.
Anywhere that makes you happy. Fly.
Get me
Be free.
tickets, seeing them off. Going back to Neil, obviously I know that there's many people in your circle at the moment. Before we kind of come to an end, is there any messages from anybody connected to Neil that you'd want to share and pass on whilst we're in the circle at all?
Stella is with him. She feels his sadness, but she's so happy. His mum and dad are with him. He knows this. But they also are with the rest of the family. Stay strong. Try to be peaceful, Neil. But do not lose your sense of humour. Keep it with you. Always, till the last, is their advice. Do not give in. There is a bell close by to Neil. If he hasn't heard this ring with nobody in there, he will. Hopefully he will share this with you to pass around the group.
Who would that be ringing his bell?
This would be a combination.
Yeah.
There will be 4 that will hold this bell to make it ring.
See, before we close our circle, is there any questions that you have for anybody here?
Questions? No, I do not have any questions for you. The only advice I have given already,
Thank you.
but please try to carry the circle on. This is a lovely healing group and a lovely training group as well. This is why Neil helped bring it along. For healing and to help those mediums with their confidence and linking to spirit. And having fun as well. It's always about having fun for all those that sometimes struggle when they're trying to link in with us to pass on those messages. Remember, it's not a job.
Yeah.
You can all do it in your own way. Do not see it as a chore. Go with the flow. Listen. Doesn't matter if it's have a little mistake. Get a couple of no's. Just go with it and it will grow. Do not rush it either. Slow and steady wins the race. Like the turtle that swims the oceans. I hope this helps.
Yes, thank you, and thank
It
you
has
for
been.
joining us.
It has been our pleasure. And we hope to do this again soon.
No pressure.
Thank you so much. I will leave you all now for your final piece
Thank you.
to say good night.
Good night.
Blessings to you all.
Time for us now to finish today's question and answer session. We would like to thank Spirit for being here to guide us and working directly with us. That includes our personal guides for their ongoing support and the additional advisors that have joined us here today to give us the benefit of their wisdom and healing. Thank you for your continued support, which we are all fully appreciate and value, and we look forward to linking up again with you next time. Before we close the link, we hope you don't mind us spending 5 minutes of our time exploring our personal direct links with Spirit and having an additional experience suited to our own development needs. 5 minutes until I call you back into the room. Time now to refocus on your crown chakras, please. And as and when you have, close it down to break your link with spirit. Move any residual energy you don't need down from your crown chakra to your brow chakra, onto your throat chakra, then onto your heart chakra, further down to your solar plexus chakra, and onto your sacral chakra, and then to your root chakra. Allow this surplus energy to move down through your legs and body, right to your feet, and ground yourself on Mother Earth, please. When you are sufficiently grounded and in your own time, gently and slowly bring your attention back into the room. Claire, Moody, Marion and Judith, as I can't see you, could you just confirm within the chat that all is okay? Oh, there we go, there's Judith. Claire,
Sorry,
Moody.
Ashley. I'm okay. Cool.
Okay.
Everything perfect.